Hello, Doctor Who fans. I am Doctor Who commentator here to bring you my personal fan commentary on Doctor Who. Wow, muddled that up. Okay, let's just get into it. Legend of the Sea Devils. Yeah, I'm not doing any of the regular stuff because it doesn't work. Keeping the volume quite down because my last few videos have been blocked. Maybe this one will be. In fact, let's turn it down a bit more, because you love that, don't you? You love not being able to hear. I'm going to say, okay, I do appreciate, I understand, they're speaking in English for convenience of the audience. I get that. But why with such British accents? This is China in the 1800s. My history is not great. I don't know if Britain was ruling Hong Kong by that point, but still. They shouldn't have such strong British accents. But you said that. Why don't they subtitle? Why can't they have them subtitled? Then the moment the TARDIS comes in, they speak English. It will make more sense. Kids can't be that stupid right now. It's for families. The show is for families. I get that. But you can have subtitles, surely. So, statue of a sea devil. Yeah, I went on a complete rant, completely missed on new character, historical figure who I never learned about. Maybe because teaching about pirates, real life pirates, isn't something they want kids to learn about in school. I'm only saying that because I can already hear certain sections of the internet. Oh, woke BBC. Yes, because highlighting female figures who have been ignored from history for so long is woke. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. He's out. The Sea Devil is out. Also, I'm really regretting not rewatching the Sea Devils and oh god, I just sorry, Warriors of the Deep. I even looked at that just a few minutes ago, just to be sure. Yeah, okay. I really regret not rewatching Sea Devils and Warriors of the Deep before I came to this episode. There's so much I didn't remember. We just saw a Sea Devil. We cut him out in cold blood. And well, that's terrific.
4 centuries off, why's that?
Yeah, 4 centuries. Yeah. Maybe this is why it's so quiet to me.
Are you wearing?
Yeah, that is actually pathetic.
Way too much.
Yeah.
Yes, did you just stand up like this?
Yes, she did. Because that's what she'd do. Haven't you learned by now? Oh, finally a point for that jewellery. And I literally did not notice on the first watch it actually moving. I've only now noticed the little chain actually moving. I have never been able to do that. Skip a stone. I envy anyone who can do that. And here they're portraying like it's such a natural thing anyone can do. Sorry, it's just that it's now only on second watch I understand how that became relevant. Oh. And there he goes, killing everyone. Because he's Sea Devil. I should point out how great that they've not compromised on the look in any way. I mean, the Silurians, they just compromised completely, and they were totally different from either of the Silurians we saw from either the Silurians or Warriors of the Deep. But Sea Devils, exactly the same. However, I assumed that they were going to speak, they were going to move animatronics, and it seems like it's actually CGI. That's ironically where it falls apart. So, I mean, I appreciate the BBC is not Disney, but surely there was someone who was capable of doing a proper animatronic mouth. Oh, he's out. Okay, they have a ship now. No, it isn't. They have the technology. And they've been very, very patient, apparently. Whoa, they could jump! Well, hang on. What are Sea Devils doing in 19th century China? They've been around a lot longer, you know it. You said it, in fact. Okay. Weren't you gonna kill him anyway? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just killed his father. Oh boy. Do you know who she is? Madam Ching. Yep. That's a good introduction. I know, it's the same introduction always, but still. Sure. Okay. So I'm going to assume this is a real part of history, because that's what Chibnall very much wanted to do, as I recall. Wanted to actually make Doctor Who much more educational. I'd say he certainly achieved that. Yeah, she's a pirate. I don't know why the Doctor was impressed. And those Sea Devils have been very patient. I thought they would have been suspended animation or something. Well, why would they? Is that CGI? I said that was CGI because it looked like CGI first. Now I'm not sure. Ah, Micra. Now, people on YouTube thought that this thing was the Micra, but I'm pretty sure the Sea Devil here is called it something else. I couldn't make out the name though. Would it be good to bring it back, the Micra back, because, well, frankly, just to make it better than last time. Oh dear. Yeah, you lost your net, mate. No fish for you. Oh, he's fishing you! Eat him! And I can hear the static coming from something. I'm assuming it's the microphone. Not good. Sorry, that's just so that the BBC don't lock onto the audio and block my video again. Yep, don't wander off. Exactly. But they always do, don't they? Yeah. Of course she does. Multiple times. You should point out, I was reading, this is apparently Jodie Whittaker's penultimate episode. And given the promo for the latest episode at the end, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. You don't have the treasure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for you. Exactly. Yeah. Best way to find them. Wow, they actually swam all that way. By the way, I appreciate that a lot of this is about her trying to get her crew back. But how is she able to man this boat by herself? She is a pirate, Dan. She's murdered a lot of people. She's a vicious murderer. She won't hesitate to kill you. Oh. Yeah, you talk way too much. Well, that's useful. Again, I'm sorry, I'm just noticing these very strong British accents. That's just bugging me so much. They should not have such strong British accents. Otherwise, well, all those episodes in America where they were Richard Nixon should have been having a strong British accent if this was the case. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Surely she kind of explained this at the beginning. Right. Now 1500s. Well, there they go, overboard. And no one really wants to be next in this. So I'm assuming again this is something that actually happened? Did he go mad? Yeah. Mutiny. Well, okay, not a mutiny. And this was always the power of the Sea Devils, was it? Some sort of teleportation technique. I just can't say I remember that. Well, you never know. His beast, that I can't remember the name of. Oh dear. He's a liar! Yep, to the TARDIS. Nope. Sorry, that is actually funny. It's like Stephen King movies. Even Stephen King films with Stephen King directed aren't like his books. Now I like that graphic. I'm not sure we've ever seen multiple time corridors before. It really gives us an explanation of exactly how the TARDIS works. Only sometimes. Yes. Of course. Although this does make me think a little bit about Megapolis, where the Doctor actually wanted to let all the water rush through to the TARDIS, but he landed in the wrong place. Sorry, I'm just checking the battery on this camera. God, magnificent. Oh dear, not a bad date, am I? Yeah. Sorry, it's just... I'm sure I explained this, but anyone who heard me on the Omega Files note, I just hate the whole thing of the companion being in love with the Doctor. It's so stupid to me. Not everyone has to be a love interest. Maybe I'm just such a stickler for the classic series, but I remember when companions were just there to move the plot along. I mean, there's a whole thing right now about the women in refrigerator trope, and I understand it, but the idea of killing someone off to just kill the love interest off just to motivate the hero, but surely the problem is the hero having a love interest to begin with in that situation. Can he not just be motivated because they're friends? Yep. And it's dragged you down. Luckily the TARDIS is really strong. So, yep, move through constellations. Makes sense. Yeah, download an app on your phone. Typical. Oh. And now the stars moved. Okay, I honestly don't understand how that happened. Even with the whole context of this episode, I don't understand how the Sea Devils have changed that much. Sea Devils are usually focused on Earth, not the entire universe. Ooh. Okay, clearly not. And more importantly, it's a right here. You can see it. Yeah. A crew kidnapped, pay the ransom. So obviously that, not that good of a pirate then. Oh dear. So your own kids were on this voyage. Was it really a good idea to actually have kids in this situation? Well, a pirate, probably not very bright. There it is. That thing's back. Okay. I should say the CGI on this episode's not that great. It's probably better than in 2005, but still. It's coming for you. We've only got 3 of them. 3 cannons. Man them. That kind of reminds me of the American Godzilla. Not gonna lie. So has it worked? Eerie silence. Boom. Well, okay, that didn't work. And conveniently smashed into each other right there. Could have smashed the ship. Sure. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, yes. You're a police officer. Surely you know not to give up such important information like that. Yeah. You haven't realised this yet? The Doctor isn't really human? Or maybe they're not aware of many alien races by this point. They're more focused on the Earth as it is. Like that use of lighting, to be honest. Although, It's probably to cover up errors. So they're definitely in a cave.
Pipped is right.
Pipped is right.
That's your magnetic disruption. Right.
The Doctor actually mentioned here something about how she met the Sea Devils. They're honourable. This is again why I wish I rewatched the Sea Devils before I saw this, because I don't really remember much of that. I remember them coming on a beach.
Tell you what. Show us the ship first.
Was that because of the Master though? I can't remember. That doesn't matter. I mean, this whole episode really feels like filler than anything else.
You're aquatic creatures.
It's not a question of need.
Mm.
It instills fear in the land for us.
Oh, so I just noticed the line. I wasn't paying attention the first time.
Held under the ocean bed. Wonder it's never been found. What about G-Hope? What happened to him?
So again, they're obviously focusing on real areas of history then, because they said under the sea never been found. So again, this technically goes back to what I said about Chibnall trying to be educational. He obviously wants more of an educational aspect wanted a more educational aspect for Doctor Who, and this would be an example, trying to bring some real elements of history here.
And these are the super engines and navigation systems of your ship. Ah. There's a shield around the ship removed from the surface of the ocean's edge. Okay,
Shield around the ship.
I suppose. I mean, if this
That's advanced technology, obviously. Yeah, good idea not to touch things you don't understand. Yep, certainly does. Very. Some sort of suspended animation. Surely he should have gone mad by this point.
all this time, he was helping you.
Was he? Oh, the look on Yaz's face. Tell me, Yaz, why do you like the Doctor that much?
We saw you. That day we saw you.
Yeah.
You're tricky.
Okay. I should not have been very quiet there. But I was trying to follow bits I missed. Something about how he was tricking the Sea Devils. Yeah, I understand the point about the keystone. Though it suggests he didn't really know where it was. My mind was elsewhere here, and it's too quiet for me to really pay attention. Ooh. Yeah, Doctor doesn't have the keystone. Clearly does not have it.
And not limited to releasing Jinjin, letting Yaz and I go.
Yeah. Because there's a technically stupid terms. Oh dear. Yeah. Rule number one, the Doctor lies. also rule number 1. Don't wander off. One of those is rule number 1, and it's a lie. And up they go. So they survived. I don't know how. The big monster was coming right after them. No, it isn't. It's right there. It's a ghost ship. Geronimo.
Is that your ship?
Not exactly.
This is our friend.
And the TARDIS is stuck somewhere.
We don't stand a chance.
Stand by me. Wait. It's that statue culture. And that sea monster seems to
Yeah.
resonate on this ship. What does it look like?
Tiny orange
Get the gemstone.
can glow on
It's orange. And there it is. Lee noticed that quite quickly. Did you even need to make that ship come out of the sea when it would make more sense to take advantage of his teleportation technology?
You found this over across the centuries. It wasn't just a statue of hiding the keystone. And you, after you imprisoned Jesus, you followed Leigh Bow.
I was tricked. We were defeated. The legend of Keystone's fault. It could be used to entomb.
And none of your other Sea Devil comrades came to assist you. Wow. What a loyal crew.
Your world is now doomed.
I mean, that's something never that they've not brought up. What happened to the Jedi command of the Sea Devils during all this time? Well, that's sorted now.
I know what you're doing. The Earth's too magnetic. South to north, north to south. Longitude to latitude, that's why even the stars feel like they're moving.
So he's trying to induce global warming a lot faster.
Shift the current, change the pressure. Whole Earth flooded.
Which would effectively change the course of history when you think about it. So by logic, the Doctor knows she'll stop him. So both Sea Devils and Silurians will be able to take their place. Sea Devils are back on the ship. Okay, that's your crew. They don't even look that menacing. With whatever weapons they have on the boat. Which aren't nearly as advanced as this. Now, a lot of great stunts in this. I shouldn't complain. I'm pretty sure that without all those camera effects, I mean, I've seen this with Super Sentai and Power Rangers. The making of, looking at the stunts and the making of features, the behind-the-scenes features, is actually a lot more interesting than the stunt work themselves in the actual show sometimes. I'm sure when you have all these edits taken out, it's a lot more interesting. Well, and all these deaths of Sea Devils I've noticed, they're obviously taking place off screen. I don't understand why this E-Devil's swords glow. Okay, alright, put some sort of poison in there, or whatever. Okay, I remember the beginning of the episode, but then you have this scene right there. I don't quite grasp what the point was. Particularly when she just grabs it and it's like it's supposed to be. Or attempts to grab it and it's like it's supposed to be. But how did he get on the floor?
You didn't have to kill him.
They took my ship, my crew, and my life.
Was something cut out or something? I heard something of it. There was a supposedly, because this is the length is no different from a regular episode. I've heard that the reason is because they had to cut something out due to current times, but something that happened. Maybe that's true, but it feels like there was a cut there because he suddenly went from being upright, pulling on the Doctor. Next thing you know, he's somehow off screen, been on the floor. It's just that kind of continuity. I mean, last time something had to be cut due to current situations was the Robots of Sherwood, where the Sheriff of Nottingham, his head came off, and it was revealed that the Sheriff was actually a robot. And that had to get cut because of everything going on with ISIS at the time, and a journalist did get beheaded. Yeah, like that. Yes, with me. It's Yaz she wants, not Dan. Oh dear. No surprises.
Go and offload the treasure from my ship. If you get it now, that treasure can still do some good.
Yep, get the treasure. There they are. And this is just one of the stupidest moments. I'm trying to look threatening, really menacing, and then one foul swoop. They have multiple swords, but he got him in one foul swoop. Hey, mum gags.
2 minutes in cabin. Love it when there's not enough time.
Yeah,
Simple but delicate. Need to short circuit the power.
simple and delicate.
Localize the power. This base becomes the density zone. No sea devils, no crewmen will be able to leave for a very.
No crewman.
We'll be able to get out first, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
Oh dear. You just brought Yaz to die. Let's make this clear. You just brought Yaz to die.
Well, this is not something I really do, you know. I mean, I used
Yeah.
to, have done, and I'm going to. Believe me.
Yeah. Once.
You.
I mean, obviously you had a partner. You needed to get Susan somehow.
Who's my wife? You what? I wasn't gonna mention that. It's a long time ago. I was a different man back then.
Yep. Different man. You know, I think different person would have been a perfectly fine word to use. Trying to keep harping on the fact that she used to be a man.
Because at some point, time always runs out.
Yes, it does.
Oops, I just left them the time.
Ooh, foreshadowing. Sorry, I only just realised foreshadowing. Time always runs out.
You have to go and get the others out. Keep this in place.
Yep. Like I said, You still technically brought Yaz to die. She didn't know what she was doing.
There is a man. If I can help preserve the greatest,
But he is technically meant to be already be dead.
and you,
Don't make sense. Although, as noble as it is, you always have these noble things in Doctor Who or some adventure type shows where they sacrifice someone, a character sacrifices their life. I don't think anyone would be that calm when sacrificing their life in reality. That seemed like a minimal sized explosion, to be honest. Looks big enough. Yep, plenty times over. Sure they will. Don't have much place to go though. You want to be a pirate, mate? Oh, the stuff of legend? Yeah, because that's a sensible thing to do.
aye, aye, Captain.
Oh yeah. The Doctor promises a lot of the Doctor promises their companions a beach a lot. And now Dan's fought to call die.
It's me,
Long time no speaker.
Just leaving you a voice message, so no need to think it. Just to let you know I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. Really pressure her, Dan. That's a good idea.
Felt like saying you. Not after we were after.
Oh, it worked. Assuming that she even was able to hear any of that. Surely you don't hear the message when it goes to speakerphone. Voicemail, excuse me. Really took advantage of the wind for that shot. Just gotta say. Can't fix yourself. So it's hard to know what to commentate on this because it's just a lot of talking and foreshadowing, I think. Don't know what she means by fix herself. Excuse me. Courage is knowing something's not right but do it anyway. No, that's also stupidity. Live in the present. Yep. So it's just sitting around, not much.
Make a wish and skim it.
Is that what you're supposed to do? I genuinely never learned that. I can only apologise for not really saying much in this episode, but there wasn't really much to talk about, surprisingly, for a classic monster returning.
You can't say you wish out loud. Come where I'm from.
Can't where I'm from.
I wish.
Ooh. Well, that's definitely foreshadowing. I mean, that's a death flag, if anything else. And now, I think, coming soon,
No regeneration, no life.
the Daleks, the Cybermen, the Master, and
Ace, I haven't heard from the doctor, but there'll be 4
Tegan and Ace. Oh, that's gonna be good. And the Doctor's regenerating. So I have been a Doctor Who commentator. If you, I'm lost my train of thought there. I'm also a contributor to the Omega Files for on Doctor Freedom's YouTube channel. This has been Legend Sea Devils. Thank you for listening to this commentary, but there's not much for me to say. Hope you enjoyed listening to it as I enjoyed making it, and I can only hope this actually gets on YouTube. Goodbye.